Forget everything you thought you knew about dating. Seriously, it's a whole new game now. Swipe left, swipe right, endless first dates that lead nowhere. We've all been there. It's exhausting, right? But what if I told you that in the near future, you might never have to swipe again? What if there was an app that didn't just find you a match, but the match, your literal destined soulmate? Today, we're diving deep into a groundbreaking and, admittedly, a little scary, new app concept called Destiny, supposedly launching in October 2025. It makes a bold, world-changing promise to use cutting-edge tech to pinpoint the one person on Earth you're meant to be with. Is this the future of love? Or are we about to outsource our hearts to an algorithm and risk something far more profound in the process? Stick around, because this gets wild. So, what is this Destiny link? And how does it claim to work miracles? Forget uploading your best selfies and writing a witty bio. The concept behind Destiny Link is far more invasive. I mean, involved. It claims to use a combination of advanced biometrics, deep psychological profiling, and even genetic markers to create a unique soul signature for each user. It's not just looking for shared interests in hiking or pineapple on pizza. It's looking for a fundamental biological and psychological compatibility that it defines as a soulmate connection. Imagine the user interface. It wouldn't be a gallery of faces. Maybe it's just a single button you press, and then, one day, a notification. Your soulmate has been found. You get one profile, one person, no other options. The app's job is done. The initial hype is, of course, insane. The promise of no more bad dates, an end to dating fatigue and heartbreak, it's a dream come true for many. But what are the first users actually saying? We've scoured forums and early test group leaks. Some reports are glowing. It was like I'd known them my whole life. Others are less certain. The connection was instant, but it's also a lot of pressure. Which brings us to the big, thorny questions. Let's call this the dystopian dream of dating. On one hand, you have the promise of a world without the agonizing uncertainty of finding love. But on the other, are we outsourcing our intuition? That gut feeling? That spark you can't explain? Is that something we really want an algorithm to decide for us? This leads to the perfect match paradox. If you're told someone is your perfect soulmate from the start, does that remove the joy and the beauty of the journey of discovery? Getting to know someone, falling in love with their quirks, growing together through challenges. Isn't that what builds a lasting bond? Knowing the ending before the story even begins might make the story not worth reading. And how would this change everything outside the app? Let's talk about real-world relationships. We managed to find a few people claiming to be part of an early, confidential beta test. One user, let's call her Anna, said meeting her match was surreal. The conversation flowed effortlessly. Their values aligned perfectly. It was easy, almost too easy, but she also admitted to a strange sense of loss. There was no chase, no will they, won't they, she said. It felt more like a business arrangement for happiness than a romance. Another early adopter mentioned the sheer weirdness of meeting someone and having this massive, algorithm-sanctioned expectation hanging over your first hello. It's not just a date, it's a destiny appointment. This would have a massive ripple effect. Would traditional dating apps like Tinder or Hinge become obsolete overnight? Or would they pivot, becoming platforms for casual connections, for people who aren't ready to meet the one? And think bigger. How does this reshape society? If everyone starts pairing off with their perfect algorithmic match, what does that do to our understanding of marriage, family, and social circles? Do we become more homogeneous, clustered in our perfectly compatible bubbles? What happens to the beautiful, messy, unexpected relationships that have defined human history? The friendships that turn into love, the second chances, the people who make us better by being different from us, not by being the same. Now we have to talk about the dark side of destiny, because with technology this powerful, The potential for disaster is huge. First, algorithmic bias. Who designs this soulmate algorithm? What biases, conscious or unconscious, are built into its code? In a world with Destiny Link, who gets assigned a soulmate and who gets left out? Does the app decide that some people are simply unmatchable? That's a terrifying thought. A world where a tech company can literally label you as destined to be alone. And then there's the data privacy nightmare. To determine your soulmate, Destiny Link would need access to the most intimate details of your life. Your psychological fears, your health data, your genetic code. What happens if that data is breached or sold? Your deepest, most personal information could become a commodity. It's a hacker's paradise and a privacy advocate's worst hell. But perhaps the most personal danger is the pressure of perfection. What happens if you meet your so-called soulmate and you just don't feel it? Or what if the relationship starts, but eventually fails? The psychological toll would be immense. If you can't make it work with your destined partner, what does that say about you? The app, which was designed to eliminate heartbreak, could end up causing a new, more profound kind of despair. The feeling of being a failure at your own destiny. So, after all this, we have to look beyond the algorithm. What truly connects us as human beings? Is a soulmate someone who is a perfect mirror of ourselves, as an algorithm might assume? Or is it someone who challenges us, who helps us grow, and who we choose to build a life with day after day? The magic of human connection has always been in its unpredictability. It's in the shared experiences, the struggles you overcome together, and the conscious choice to love someone, flaws and all. It's about free will. Is there even a universal definition of a soulmate? Or is it a deeply personal journey of discovery that we each define for ourselves? Destiny Link offers an easy answer to one of life's most complicated questions. But maybe, just maybe, the magic isn't in finding the answer. Maybe the magic is in the search itself. So, what do you think? Would you use Destiny Link? Is it a revolutionary tool for happiness, or a dangerous step towards a future where our most human experiences are managed by code? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This is a conversation we all need to be having. Thanks so much for watching and for diving into this rabbit hole with me. If you enjoy exploring these kinds of big ideas about technology and our future, please hit that like button and consider subscribing for more videos. It really helps the channel out. Until next time, stay curious.